This is Pamela Howard, your luxury event specialist, and this is Winning Wednesday. Good morning, good morning. It's Winning Wednesday. So let me tell you a little bit about Winning Wednesday. Winning Wednesday is all about a mindset, having a different type of mind. So we have all heard of, oh, it's the hump day. You know, Wednesday is the day that we just want to hurry up and get through. It's the middle of the week. But I'm here to tell you that Wednesday is the new Friday. You know, there are so many people that are winning by having a different mindset on Wednesday. And I am so excited about what I started with Winning Wednesday. There are so many people that have shared their wins on Wednesday, and I'm just so grateful to be able to share this platform with some of you in the form of Facebook or YouTube, wherever you may be, to win. And we're going to get started. So this month we have been talking about the five senses that we have. There's nothing that we have to pay for by having five senses. There is absolutely nothing that we have to go and ask someone for. We have these. These are our God-given talents for us to be able to see, hear, taste, smell, and touch. And I am here to help you understand how to use these five senses to be able to leverage your event, your business, your products, your services, your cause. Use these five senses that you have, that you were born with, and be able to leverage anything that you want to do to reach your goal, basically. Okay. But it is an emphasis on events. All right. So we talked about sight already. You can definitely go in comments and type what you've learned, or if you started practicing anything in comments. If you are a member of my Facebook group, which is Plan, Process, and Strategy, I actually changed that in 2021. If you joined the group in 2022, it was the group was called I think it was called Pamela's Program, but it's Plan, Process, and Strategy. You can find me on Facebook. If you can't find Plan, Process, and Strategy, just find me, Pamela Howard, and you can put the @ at P Howard Plan, and my all of my pages will actually pop up with that. Okay. So we talked about sight. We talked about how things should look and how you should be able to see things. We talked about hearing, making sure that you are heard and how things are being heard around you, how that emphasizes your brand, as well as, see, we talked about how things look and how we eat with our eyes first, to decide whether it's even something we want to entertain. That was just an example of some of the things that we use. So those of you that are making comments, I am live streaming through StreamYard, so I may not be able to see your comments immediately, but feel free to post your comments. I will definitely go back into them. If you have any questions at all, feel free to submit your questions, and we're going to get started with our next topic, which is taste. Now, this one should be easy, right? I bet that's what you're saying. Taste. This should be just hire a good caterer or cook good food and so on. And then we can move on to the next sense, right? Not so fast. Not so fast. Taste isn't just about great tasty food. Granted, that is very, very important, okay? But it is also about how you integrate the food into your event itself. So again, this is an emphasis on event, but think about how food can be integrated into your business launch or into a workshop or a seminar or whatever the cause is that you're putting on. How is food going to be integrated in that? Or maybe you are exposing a product or service and you intend to have something, okay? How is that going to integrate into the event itself, okay? You want to align the taste component with the attendees and location, which basically means you want to make sure that what you're providing actually fit what you want to do. Okay. So I'm going to give you a quick example. There was an event that I hosted in, I think this was in, I can't remember the location, but it was somewhere in South Carolina. I think it was called Riverwalk or something like that. Anyway, the event was a wedding, okay, and the wedding was a Christmas theme, okay. So it was a Christmas theme from the colors. I mean, they used a little bit more of the rich royal colors, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like eggplant. It's not really purplish, but a little bit of an eggplant color. And then we had like silvers and golds, and there was tinsels, there was Christmas trees. It was a Christmas themed wedding, okay? So when it came down to the food, which for those of you that don't know, I do have a company that I co-own with my husband. It's Howard and Howard Events, but it's an emphasis on personal chef services, nutrition, and fitness. Back then, we were full service catering, okay, and event management. So we were catering this wedding. I planned it and put the whole thing together. And so we really had to pay attention to the food. The theme, it was a wedding, yes, but the theme had to actually coincide with the food. So when you think of Christmas, what do you think of? You think of having ham, you think of having milk and cookies and things of that nature, right? So this is what I am talking about when I say you want to align the taste component with your attendees, with your location, with your theme. It all comes together in the ambiance, okay? Taste should be as much about the experience of eating as the eating itself. Now, I'm going to say that again. Listen closely. Taste should be as much about the experience of eating as the eating itself. I want to go back to our first sense that we talked about, which was vision or sight. Okay, what did we say? When we see something that we want to eat, our mind looks at it. We literally eat with our eyes. If it looks good, has great presentation, then what happens? Okay, we start listening and we hear what other people are saying, and then we want to eat it. Someone see us eat it. Someone see us watching it or observing it, and then it's like that not only looks good, but it what tastes good, right? And so then we begin wanting that because we want it. And then, oh my God, if it tastes good, it's just like it is the best I ever ate or the best I ever tasted, or so forth and so on. I can go on and go on. Okay, so there are a few questions you may want to ask yourself when you are hosting, or if you're going to be at an event that you are the speaker at. Because again, if you're speaking at an event, you may not have anything to do with hosting or planning. You may just be the guest speaker, but you want to make sure as a guest speaker that you are being heard, and that what you have in line to speak with is in line with the food. You want to make sure that it's in line with the ambiance. You want to make sure that you're going to be heard, the message in the speech, right? So you want to know, a few questions, is the event in an area with a rich culinary history? Okay. If it is, you want to use that history to educate as well as you entertain. Okay. This is all about the experience of eating as you eat itself. Okay. Is there a bustling food scene nearby? You definitely do not want to be in competition, or if you are, you want things to complement. Invite the chef owners to be part of the event if you have that capability to do so. Or think of a clever way to replicate the scene within the confines of your location. Okay? Are there farmers markets or sustainable options in the intimate of adjoining neighborhoods? Find a way to incorporate those foods in your menu. Again, it's all about the experience of eating as the eating itself, okay? And there are several vendors at the event in the food and beverage. You're asking these questions. Are there going to be vendors? Maybe your event may have different vendors. I know if you are participating in trade shows, or maybe it's a pop-up shop, and maybe it's a launch. Are there different types of vendors and at the event? And are there food and beverage businesses? Maybe their products could be, the available food options. Again, we want to look at all aspects of the event, okay? Now, let's not sleep on drinks. Let's not sleep on drinks, okay? Let's not do that. So, what about a cocktail hour? So many events. It doesn't matter if it's a social event or a corporate event. A lot of times before the main event, there's typically some type of mixer or cocktail hour, or a little 30 to 45 minutes to an hour of networking where there's drinks and, small bites possibly. Invite the mixologist to demonstrate how to take relatively a stage drink and turn it into something, some type of exciting concoction. All of these things work together when it comes to leveraging the best event. I'm gonna tell you, it's another topic, but there's three C's to having a great event. Okay, three C's, and I ain't gonna get it. Let me go back because I'll get off topic and get into something else. But definitely, make sure you give me some likes or put some comments if this is resonating with you. If you are understanding, how food, it can be fun, right? It can be fun, but you need to remind your visitors, your attendees of that fact. You need to remind them that food is fun. It's a part of the whole event experience, okay? So, we have just about a little over 10 minutes left. And I just want to, recap, a few things, insight, sight, okay? It gets the most use. If you have your vision, you're gonna get the most use, okay? It kinda is shy of being, it's running neck and neck with hearing though, okay? Uh Sight. Think about having your prospects, visitors, clients, guests wowed in that moment. Okay. We're thinking about the location. Envision this with me. You're thinking about your location. Okay. You're thinking about your location. And you want the location to be at your advantage, right? Okay. You want to make sure, again, you want to start at the beginning. I think the last time I used that invitation, when as a wedding as an example, it starts with your invitation. It sets the tone. Okay. You don't, I know now with it being COVID-19, people are doing things more digitally lately. So it may be a digital or a virtual invitation. It could be a paper invitation. And if it's not a wedding, think about your social media strategy, what that looks like. You have to have a virtual invitation that way. People are signing up to do things online or with apps or with QR codes. What does that look like? And, is it appealing? Is it encouraging? And people want to share it because they want someone else to see this amazing wow factor that they are experiencing, hyping up the event. Okay. Then here, okay, you want to consider the noise at your event. Okay. Whatever it is you're doing, your cause, exposing your product or services, you want to think about that. We even talked about what the sound system may be like as well. Okay. Um, your speaker, should I have birds chirping or a waterfall trickling in the back during a certain part of my event? Okay, it's all about the ambiance, and then we're here at taste. Now, I want you to envision this. I want you to envision that. I want you to envision. Close your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna close mine too. I want you to envision, okay, something round, something red. Okay, okay, we're using our sight. Something round, something red. Okay, and then we hear this crisp bite, right? We hear this crisp bite, and then you smell this honey crisp flavor in the air. You can almost taste it, right? Now open your eyes. Now, for those of you that are now with me live, I want you to type in comments what it is that you're about to taste. And those of you that are catching this on the replay, I would love for you to comment and comment replay what it is you think you're about to taste. Now you have to do the exercise, and I'm going to be checking back to see who put it in. It's the same way with your events. When you have the answer, it's the same way with your event, with your product, with your service, with your cause, with your business. You have to envision the way your prospect or your client or your guest or your visitor is going to see it. You know, what do they see what you see when they see something red and round? Do they hear that same? Are they getting that message that and then they smell and then they can almost taste it? They can almost taste what they see, hear, and smell, right? What is it? What is that that is round and red and has a crisp sound? And you can smell the honey of it. Can you taste it? Can you tell me what it is? And all we did was use our five senses. Now, what if we could use the five senses and turn that taste into revenue? Huh? Wouldn't it be awesome? It is awesome. You can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it using your five senses. Okay? So, let's see. I guess I better put this in comments. So, while you're putting in your comments and your likes, I am going to be typing in this scenario here. Okay. Here. All right. Now, now, yeah, I'll put it in the chat here. This, I have put it in the chat, and I want you to see these things here. Close your eyes, envision. You see something red, round, hear a crisp sound. You smell the sweet honey crisp in the air and can taste what? Okay? I want to know what it is you can taste. Okay? So we have been talking about taste, and my time is out. And I am so glad that you have joined me today. For to start off your winning Wednesday. I forgot to make sure you had your coffee and your tea while you were joining me this morning. But most of all, you were here. You made it, and I'm so excited that you made it. I hope that what I am sharing you are able to actually use. I would like to encourage you to go to my Facebook page, which is Plan Process, or my Facebook group, and Strategy. Okay, make sure you go. Oh, I forgot this. Typing too fast. Plan Process and Strategy is a place where I would love for you to go and join. There's some exercises there for planning, process, and strategy. I'm all about offering strategies that you can implement now. These five senses that you currently have, I hope that you are learning how to use them better. Not saying that you're not using them at all. I'm hoping that you can use them better because you can begin to increase your revenue, your return on investment through your event. You think you can begin to generate and continue to grow your database. And most of all, you can begin to do better at engaging a broader audience, all by utilizing the five senses that you have, understanding how they can work to your advantage to what you're doing. Okay? Now, and with everything, you must have consistency. Okay? Consistency is a must when it comes to everything that you're doing. As the example, I'm excited for people to post their comments. Make sure you're following me on Instagram as well. Well, on Instagram I do event chit chat, and I actually talk about different strategies, different tips, and different tips that you can do that you can implement right now. Things that you can actually take from my talk, use them as soon as I finish, and implement and get results. That's what I'm all about. Okay, is helping, sharing. Okay, and then if we need to dig deeper, if we need to dig deeper, you feel like you need a intense strategy session, then that's something that we definitely can talk about. Scheduling a strategy session to be able to hone in on the specifics, okay? Remember the 6 steps of planning. Know what to do, okay? Let me back up. Yeah, know what to do, okay? You have to understand your audience. How you going to budget and pay for it? How you going to get people in the seats, getting butts in those seats? That's your marketing, okay? Who's going to help? Having a team around you, digitally, virtually, and in person. And then event day, you're the expert. Show up and be present. Okay? Delegate out. And then most of all, number 6, have contingencies. Know what to do if something goes wrong. Have a plan B if life happens, because life does happen, even in business and even in your event. So have those contingency plans. I am Pamela Howard. I'm your luxury event specialist. Asking you to have a winning Wednesday day. Make sure you post your wins. I will be sharing people's wins that send them to me for you to see. Y'all have a great day. All right?